Strength in service, pride in legacy. For 128 years, Navy hospital corpsmen have carried hope into the hardest battles and care to every corner of the world.
The hospital corps is vital to everything that the military does because they are everywhere the military goes. They are out in the field with the Marine Corps. They are in the office and in the hospitals with the doctors and nurses. They are at the accession sites, making sure that as we build Navy sailors and Marines, that the health, the welfare, and the morale of all of those individuals is top-notch.
They are the heart of Navy medicine, sailors who run toward the wounded and stand unbroken beside their Marines.
Being a corpsman is someone who's both a warrior and a caretaker, and I believe that it takes a special breed to be a hospital corpsman.
On June 17, 1898, in the midst of the Spanish-American War, Congress created the Hospital Corps, turning ordinary sailors into trained lifesavers.
A corpsman is a lifeline. A lot of times we are the first phone call that our fellow sailors make when they need us the most.
Through 2 world wars, corpsmen answered every call. In the steaming jungles of Guadalcanal and the sands of Iwo Jima, they moved through gunfire to reach the fallen.
A corpsman is a multi-tool. What sets the hospital corpsman apart from other rates in the Navy is our ability to be so diverse. The hospital corpsman is critical to the overall warfighting mission because we fit so many facets in the medical field.
23 Medals of Honor. Each one a story of courage beyond measure. In the words shouted across battlefields, "Corpsman up" became a call of faith that no Marine ever forgets.
A corpsman is a big brother. They're the ones to just lift up our spirits whenever we feel depressed or feeling down with work or anything. And especially when in a fight, we feel like they could shield us from any danger. If we get wounded, that's the first person we call for, is corpsman up. They just come through and makes us feel like we could just keep going with the fight.
On frozen ridges in Korea and in the thick jungle of Vietnam, corpsmen never left a Marine behind. Those years forged the modern combat medic. Fast, fearless, and fiercely loyal. In the 21st century, the mission grew wider. From the deserts of Iraq to relief operations after hurricanes and earthquakes, corpsmen carried the Navy's compassion to every shore.
A corpsman is a hero. When I think of a transformative moment as a young corpsman, I was a 3rd class, and I had a chief come to me and said, "Woods, you're going to Iraq next week." We were doing convoys all over the AOR. I was behind a 7-ton, and in that 7-ton, you had Marines that were sitting on 2 benches. They was basically back to back, and they had their weapons pointed outboard. And I remember a vehicle-borne IED smashed into the side of it. And I remember them screaming over the Prick 119 saying that, "Hey, Doc, we need you here now." And in that moment, all I could think about, all I knew was my brothers were in there, I'm going in. And I remember running and grabbing those young Marines and taking care of them one-on-one. After that day, I remember sitting in my vehicle when we got back and thinking to myself, I'm in the right place. I was meant to be here. I don't think this was an accident.
Today's corpsmen stand ready on ships, submarines, battlefields, and in hospitals. Men and women carrying a legacy built by 128 years of sacrifice.
Wherever you have Navy Marine Corps teams serving, you're gonna find a hospital corpsman. Oftentimes, they're alone and unafraid, ready for anything and everything, ready for the enemy ready for illness, ready for injury, ready for mass casualties. They're ready to lay down their life and sacrifice themselves so others may live.
A corpsman is selfless.
A corpsman is a leader.
A corpsman is a listening ear.
A corpsman is reliable. They are innovators, caregivers, and warriors, trained to bring the fight to life and life back to the fight.
A corpsman is a lifestyle. A corpsman is a warfighter. A corpsman is an anchor.
A corpsman is
Motivated.
A corpsman is unwavering.
A corpsman is your friend.
A corpsman is family to the Navy.
Your brother or your sister.
A go-getter.
A corpsman is a mentor.
A corpsman is an impact.
A corpsman is strong.
Reliable.
Lethal.
Undisputed.
Innovative.
A corpsman is a lifeline.
Strength in service, pride in legacy. 128 years of unwavering compassion and courage. The Navy Hospital Corpsman. Always faithful, always ready. Corpsman up.